Hello and welcome back. This week's video is all about cleaning. The last time we went out in our caravan, which was only a week or so ago, when we came back, normally I wash the caravan off straight away as soon as we get back, but I didn't do it this time because we wanted to get home. So I've left it up until now. As you can see, looking around the caravan, there's lots of black streaks down the side of the van, and there's also streaks at the front of the van and down near the wheel arches and around the back. So the caravan, although from a distance looks quite clean, is when you get close up to it, it's clearly not clean enough for me. So the two products that I'm going to be using today are Fenwicks. I use the Black Streak remover, and I also use the caravan cleaner as well. I put a bit of that into a bowl of or a bucket of warm water and use that with a soft brush. And I also use this when I squirt the caravan with this first and then rub that into the caravan. There are lots of different cleaners on the market, but I've always found these to be the best one for the caravan. It does really bring it up quite well. When I come up here to clean the caravan, it can be quite difficult because there is no water near the caravan. There is a tap just outside the storage yard, and I do fill, I've got a spare aqua roll, a 30 litre one. I do fill that up and then bring it into the yard to clean it, but then it's swilling the van off and washing it off afterwards, that it's quite difficult. I did have a small container squirty jar that you pumped and you clean the caravan off, but that took quite a lot of time. So this week I was sent from Whale. The very nice kind people at Whale have sent me this Whale Portable pump kit, which I'm going to try out today. Now I know Phil from last weekend's did a video not long ago about this, but Whale have very kindly sent me this for me to have a look at and see how I go on with this. So it's not just for washing caravans. You can use it for pumping diesel. You can use it for on narrowboats. People have used it for pumping fuel into the narrowboats. So it has got quite a few applications, and I'm going to use it towards maybe in the summer for a very different reason, which hopefully you'll be able to see that when I get around to doing that job. So let's get on with this and get the van washed. So I've opened the packaging of the Whale pump, and it's got a nozzle at the end there for washing the caravan off. It's got a adapter to connect it to your battery if you need to. It's got the pump and the pipe, the cable going in for the power with a cigarette lighter socket in the end of there. What I'm going to do is I've got the aqua roll in the boot of my car, and I've got a 12 volt socket in the back of there. I'm just going to plug that in, drop this in the water, and jobs are good. So at the back of the car I've got my aqua roll full of water, and I've also got my 12 volt socket just there, which I can plug that into. This comes with 12.5 foot, you can see here, 12.5 foot, 3.75 metres of food quality hose, so you can use it for filling up water tanks on a motorhome possibly if you ever need to. So we're going to get doing this one-handedly with a camera in my hand. I'm going to drop that into there like so. Don't need to be all the way down to the bottom because that aqua roll is quite full. I'm just going to plug it in, and you can hear the pump is actually working. We're just going to give the caravan just a swill off first before we put anything on it. So the pump's on. Going to open the nozzle, see how powerful it is. That's pretty good. Quite impressive. So I've got my bucket. I'm going to put a couple of drops of this cleaner in here. That was more than a couple of drops, I know. A bit more for good luck. And I'm going to top that up with hot water. Now I always bring I think this is about maybe 6-7 litres, maybe more, of hot water. This is straight from the tap at home. It's still very warm. Now the van's wet at the front, I'm doing the front first. I'm going to clean it with this Black Streak remover, and then what it tells you to do is use the brush and agitate it with the brush. The key to this stuff is when you squirt it on is to leave it on for a few minutes, about a minute or so, minute and a half, just to work in It's all covered now. I'm just going to leave it for a few minutes. I've left it for a few minutes and now I'm going to agitate it. You stupid caravan. I don't think that's working. It is getting a lot of the marks off the van. So now I've got the Black Streak remover rubbed in. I've got this bigger brush that I bring with me. I'm going to dip that into my bucket with the caravan cleaner and give that a good wash as well. So now I've scrubbed it all off, you can see the dirt coming off it. I'm going to return back to the whale pump just to swill it all off. So as you can see, I've swilled it all off now and it's a lot better. So let's carry on and do the rest of the van. So that's another job done. Caravan is now nice and clean. As you can see, the Fenwicks is really good. It gets all the black streaks off and makes the caravan look nice and clean, ready for another trip. As for the whale pump, that worked really well. A couple of things to note with this: it does its job. It really does do a really good job. It uses a lot of water. I know Phil reported that I've had to go and fill the aqua roll up again, so I've used 60 litres of water. And one of the other things that I've found is that with your aqua roll, when you're on site sometimes, when you put this into the aqua roll, it's bending because the float is quite light. It was bending over, and when there wasn't a great deal of water in the bottom but enough to put this in, it was curling over and not actually getting the water, so it needs quite a bit of water to be submerged into. But other than that, it's something I'm definitely going to use again. It's really handy for up here at the caravan storage to wash the caravan off, and yeah, it's a good job. So thank you very much for Whale for sending me this. I'll be using this quite a lot. So that's it, caravan clean. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.